Speaking of conspiracy theories that actually have truth at the bottom of them, the Corona relief bill the president signed last month contains a provision that hasn't gotten a lot of attention. It directs the Director of National Intelligence, in consultation with the Secretary of Defense and the heads of other agencies, to disclose what they know about UFOs within 180 days. So what are they going to tell us? Nick Pope is an expert on this subject. He's former UK Minister of Defense. He's an official of the UK Ministry of Defense. He joins us tonight. Nick, thanks so much for coming on. What do you think we're likely to learn? Will they obey is the first question. Will they actually tell us what they know? And if they do, what will they tell us?
Well, this is going to be a very interesting year for UFOs, that's for sure, Tucker. And yes, they will definitely have to produce this report within 180 days. So we're going to get this by late June. It has to be unclassified, but can have a classified annex. So the answer, what the public will get, maybe not a lot, but what the Senate Intelligence Committee, the Armed Services Committee will get, hopefully a whole lot more, and hopefully some answers to these questions that we've been asking for months now. What is going on in our airspace? What has the US Navy been encountering? And what is it that has been in these classified briefings that we know some senators have already had?
What do you think they're likely to reveal?
Well, it's interesting because Senator Marco Rubio said he would almost rather this was alien, because if it turns out to be China or Russia, then we're in big trouble, because the sorts of speeds and maneuvers and accelerations that these objects are capable of really is concerning. And I hope that we're going to find out about that. It's interesting, just before Christmas, there were some leaks. Sitting in Office of Naval Intelligence is an organization called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. They're probably the ones drafting this report. Some leaks suggest they have not ruled out the extraterrestrial hypothesis.
Yeah, and there may be physical evidence of the existence of these craft, whatever they are. Have you heard that?
Yes, I've heard talk of so-called metamaterials, and I think this report really will have to disclose. I mean, what the Intelligence Committee want to know is everything in government is fragmented. They want to know who knows what. They want a single official named and put in charge of all this. And this is going to include FBI, by the way, as well as the military and the intelligence community. We want answers.
Yeah, and I don't want to wait till June. Why don't they do it tomorrow morning and finally declassify the rest of the Warren Commission report while they're at it? And this is just nonsense, and I appreciate your help on this. Hopefully we'll find out very soon. Nick,
thank you.
Great to see you.
All right, Shalom. I'd like to start out by saying, Kyle Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakadash, by Ma. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and my elder Harawan as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. It says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, Amen. He's talking about Yahweh, Yahweh Shai showing up with the angels, man, in his chariots. As you can see, they have some disclosure from the video I played in the beginning. There's some disclosures about them giving Congress information on so-called extraterrestrial life outside our atmosphere or in space, and saying they have to bring forth or disclose evidence of that. It's not a coincidence that Trump started the Space Force and all this kind of stuff dealing with so-called UFOs, dealing with Area 51 and all kinds of other stuff. Now all of a sudden, you know, it's not, they want to disclose information to the Congress, but it's not a coincidence because it's all part of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Planning the arrival and the deliverance of the children of Israel, man, the elect of Israel. And it says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and those clouds he cometh with are the chariots. All right. Let me get Psalms, let me see, 68 and 17. It says, the chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahweh Shai is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. All right. So this says the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai are 20,000, even thousands of angels. So there's thousands of angels out there waiting on the word. They're giving signals and everything on our deliverance, man. Well, these are the signs that we hope for. These are the things we hope to see. This all speaks about our deliverance. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20 says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself for if it were a little moment, until the indignation be over. All right. So it's talking about us being beamed up in those chariots, man. Looking down at the destruction, Babylon and the earth being destroyed for all the wickedness, man. It said, only with thine eyes shall you see the destruction of the wicked. And we're going to be sitting in those chariots, man, those apartments in the sky. Yeah, man. Being delivered from the devil to Yahweh Shai, man. That's a beautiful thing. So we wait for these signs in the heavens. We're not dismayed at the signs in the heavens, but we ultimately know that's the power of heaven, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, really making itself manifest and showing, like I say, when all eyes shall see him, man. Meaning everybody's gonna see him. Not no like Project Bluebeam, like how the elders made a video earlier talking about how they did the Project Bluebeam over there and by the CNN tower. I forgot where it was, maybe Colorado or something. But yeah, not no projection, but we're gonna see the chariot showing up. And it's going, Yahweh Shai is gonna be accompanied with his angels. Oh, let me find the scripture real quick. Shalaki. All right, let me get Matthew's 26. Shalaki, bear with me. This is Matthew's 26. Verse 53, it says, oh, okay, let me start at 51. It says, and behold, this is when Yahweh Shai was being rounded up. You know what I'm saying? He was betrayed by Judas. It says, and behold, one of them which were with Yahweh Shai stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. That was Peter when he grabbed the sword and cut the ear off. All right. And it says, then Yahweh Shai said unto him, put up again thy sword unto his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Right. Because Esau was going to be that sword coming down, having great wrath. All right. That's what he was set up to be. It says, thinkest thou not that I cannot pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 20 legions of angels? All right. So yeah, Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, said Yahweh was like, look, this ain't. And he also said, if this was my kingdom, my servants will fight. All right, but it ain't our time to fight yet. That's why he told Peter to put up his sword. Let Esau take the sword. We're gonna rise through the spirit, man, through wisdom, right? And then once we once we hold on to that wisdom and then the elect are sealed, then you're going to see us, the extension of our sword show up being Yahweh Shai, being the living word, and the sword being drawn out of his mouth, zapping. It was spiritually coming out of his mouth through his prophets, but now it's going to be zapping and putting them to death in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai when he shows up with the chariot. So it says, think not that I cannot pray to the Father, Yahweh, and he shall presently give me more than 20 legions of angels. He's like, you don't think I can call Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about gunpowder, gunplay? Put up the sword, man. If it was about fighting, I'd have called Yahweh and told him send me a fleet of angels. That's how it's gonna be, man. That's how it's gonna be. Let me get what was it? Daniel, I think. Yeah, Daniel 12:1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time they shall be delivered, every one that is found written in the book. Right. And that's us being delivered by the chariots, man. And what does it also say? It's going to be a war in heaven. It says, Michael and his angels shall prevail, man. Man, Michael and his angels shall prevail. So these are the times we're looking for right now. Let me get um Zechariah. Zechariah 5:1. It says, Then I turned and lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Right, that flying roll represents a chariot, man. All right. And it says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. All right, and that curse is these angels coming up to do business, man, and put a foot in the Esau and these other nations' ass. All right. Verse 4 says, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Right. It's going to consume it with like hot fire. So not only are these missiles going to be kadoosh, kadoosh, kadoosh going off everywhere, you're going to have the angels, you know. It said, what does scripture say? Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts, man. All right. Yeah, but it says, let me get another scripture. Um, um, let me try to find it in my Bible. Okay. Let me in Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And it says, "And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them." All right, and this is going to be happening right around the time when the missiles hit, man. That's going to be those chariots delivering us, and we're going to ascend and go meet Yahweh Shai in the air, man. And that's a beautiful thing to see these things coming to pass, and we're living in it, man. Like this is so crazy. It's like this can happen within some months that we could be out of here, man. We are that close. You got them with this jab. This jab is just a precursor to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. All right. You got the collapse of the American economy, the collapse of the dollar, and you see the Feds doing it on purpose, trying to usher in another form of currency, which is database cryptocurrency. That's introducing the chip, man. Doing austerity measures, seeing how people are going to listen when they try to do the same thing with the chip as they're doing with the jab. All right. But those that in whose names are found written in the book are going to be delivered from all that, man, which is a beautiful thing. All right, so there's no giving up. When we look like giving up, when tomorrow we might be out of here, you know. All right, but with that, I hope this lesson was edifying and served its purpose. I'd like to say, Ka Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harikah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and my elder Helwan as well. And salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Shalom.